So today's class I am going to discuss about VLSI design flow and mass layers and stick diagram design rules. Right? These are the contents here: VLSI design flow, mass layers, stick diagrams. Okay. As I told you here, VLSI design flow it is basically consists of two parts, such as one is front end design and second one is back end design. Okay, in front end design we are having some specifications. So based on that specification we need to assign one architecture and we have to write the code based on that architecture. So and then simplify then it is going to be simulated at a gate level implementation. If it is okay, then send to the second case. If it is not okay, means it is not if it is not performing proper function according to our requirement, then again it is going to be verification process where it is the problem is occurred. Okay, all those things are completed, then it is sent to the second part, that is nothing but back end section. In back end section there is a physical layout design, physical design, right? There are some methods. There are nothing but there are floor planning, placements, routing and circuit extraction and post layout simulation. And then if it is all those things are okay, then it is sent to the market, right? And coming to the second part topic here, that is mass layers. So what are the basic layers we are having to develop our stick diagrams and layout diagrams? So basically I want to say here we need to go for the implementation of stick diagram and layout diagrams. Basically we need N diffusion, nothing but N channel, and for NMOS, and P diffusion, that is nothing but P channel for P diffusion, and for a polysilicon gate, nothing but polysilicon layer for gate implementation, and next one is metal layer. So that is metal layer to make the connections, okay, to make the contact gets. These are the basic layers we need to develop our stick diagram and layout diagram for basic gates, basic devices, and then stick diagram rules. Here, suppose if you want to do make the stick diagram representation, I want to take here. Suppose this is one layer here, this is another layer like that. So it is there is a if there is any contact cut, obviously we say there is no contact cut, there is no connection. Okay, if you want to make the connection here, then only they are going to be form as one device like that. Okay, and like that, based on these design rules, we have to go with so many examples for the implementation of stick diagrams, right? Okay, this is nothing but VLSI design flow. So it is having two parts, such as one is logical design, we call it as front end, and second one is physical design, it is called as back end. So the front end design, it is classified, it consists of the following steps, that is design entry, and then logic synthesis and system partitioning, and then pre-layout simulation, right? So design entry, you want to design firstly based on some specifications, and then it is going to be entry, design entry. So there you have to decide on, you have to make one architecture. So based on that architecture, you have to write the program, that is by using a VHDL or Verilog, and then it is going to be gate level implementation. That is nothing but gate netlist, that is also called as logic synthesis, and then system partitioning. So we want to make the system in a proper way. Then we have to when the longest systems are available, longest circuits are available, we need to be partitioning it. So it is easy for you for the implementation of our design. And then pre-layout simulation. Pre-layout simulation means, So before going to the fabrication and development section, it is going to be verify if it is performing our function according to our requirement or not. If it is okay, then send to the second case. If it is not okay, again it is going to be enter all those steps, following all those steps. Okay. Next case. After completion of verification and simulation verification and synthesizing, go for the second case. That is nothing but physical design. What is called it as backend. It consists of the following steps here: for planning, placement, routing, and circuit extraction, and post layout simulation. Before send it to the market, it is going to be simulated. If it is okay or not. If it is okay, then send it to the market. If it is not okay, then again you have to verify all the floor planning, placement, and routing connections. Right? So this is our design flow here. Uh, Design flow flowchart here it is. First, we have to design entry. So this design entry is going to be nothing but it is having an architecture. So that architecture have to be implemented by using um, Verilog or VHDL language. So we want to write the program, and then it is going to be logic synthesize netlist. Okay, so by writing this program, it is going to be implemented, and it is going to compile, and it is going to be simulated. Okay, and synthesize. Then it is converted into netlist. Synthesize means how many number of gates, how many number of inputs and output ports are needed, how many number of gates are needed. So all those things are going to be discussed in synthesizing. Nothing but it is, he says it as gate netlist. Gate netlist here. Okay, and then system partitioning. So system partitioning nothing but, so the easiest way to represent the system partitioning here. I want to show how it is going to be partitioning. There is one example here. So you want to, I want to show, I want to give you that example in a clear way. Okay, and it's the system partitioning, and then it is going to be pre-layout simulation. Okay, here we want to go for simulation. So simulation means it was whatever we want to design. That design is going to be performing a proper output function according to our requirement or not. If it is okay, then design check in design entry and logic synthesis and system partition. Again, it is going to be pre-out layout simulation. Okay, pre-out simulation. If it is okay, then send to the second case. In second case, so whatever we are here partitioning, those partitioning are we have to decide where we want to place. Nothing but here in the floor plan, we have to plan the floor. Okay, floor planning, that is chip area. And then placements, you want to place blocks in a on the floor here where we want to place shortest connections. Okay, shortest root connections, and we want to save the memory area also. Okay, we want to place this whatever we have to whatever we have the blocks, those blocks are placed in this particular area. Nothing but placement, right? And then routing, you have to make the connection in between whatever the blocks we are placing in this particular floor area. So we want to make the connection in between those blocks, nothing but logic cells, right? And then this is called as nothing but routing. Routing means you have to make the connections. Okay, and then circuit extraction. So circuit extraction, whatever the components we are having in this circuit, that is nothing but one is a gate level, and then transistor level, and then go and then it is deeply go to these mass transistors and resistor capacitor like that. That is circuit extraction, and then go for post layout simulation. Before going to the market, it is going to be verified if it is working proper requirement or not. So if any problem is occur in the performing in a post layout simulation, and then check all those things. So our requirement is that is nothing but basically the size of the system is very small, the system performance very speed and very high speed, and it consumes very less amount of power, and it is low cost. Okay, and some input output ports are also required there. So based on that concept, it is going to be again, if any problem is occur in this case, then again follow these steps. Okay, and circuit extraction again going to the post layout simulation. If it is okay, then send into the finish. So then it is going to the design section. Okay, so these are the two parts here, logical design and physical design. So let us all those steps we are going to be in point by point. Right here in the front end design, the design entry nothing but enter the design into an ASIC design system using hardware description language, that is nothing but VHDL. Okay, or schematic entry. Next one, the logic synthesis is nothing but generation of netlist. That's nothing but logic cells and their connections. So from HDL code, from the HDL code, logic synthesis consists of following steps: technology independent logic optimization, and converting behavioral description or structural domain to structural domain, and then mapping or library binding, right? And system partitioning, divide a large system into ASIC sized pieces, application specific integrated circuit sized pieces. Okay, so whenever we have a large system, that will be divided into the easiest way to implement in our application processing technique. And then pre-layout simulation, check to see if the design function correctly performing or not. The gate level functionality and timing details can be verified. Okay, to check the functionality correctly, nothing but it is gate level functionality and the timing details, all those things are verified, right? So let us come to here. There is a one system here. So this system is going to be partitioning in two ways. So this is the bad partitioning. This is the good partitioning. Okay. Let us see here. The blocks here nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this. Okay. So it is, let us see in this case 1, 3, 1, 3. There is a connection in between here 1, 3, and then 2, 4, 2, 4. This is not a proper sequence, right? First we want to give the input 1 and 2, and then the outputs are getting, those outputs are given to the second case, that is in 5 and then 7. Okay, and in second part it is 3 and 4 and then 6, and then it is going to 7, and then finally 7 is going to 8. It is the correct response, it is the correct way to partitioning the system. Okay, so here let us see here 1, 3. So 1 and 3, this is the first case here, and this is the third case, third point here. So how it is possible? How it is very complex. It is very disturbing to the partition the system. So first 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. Okay. So output of 1 and 2 is given to the input of 5 here. So this is the output of 1 here given to the input of 5. The output are given to the input of the 5 here. And then output of 1 is given to 7, and like that output of 6 is given to the 7. Then 7 is applied to the 8 here. Finally we are getting the response here. Okay. So this is the proper partitioning here. It is a not a proper way. Okay, this is a way of system partitioning, right? Clear? The next one is backend design. So after completion of pre-layout simulation, if it is okay, then it is sent into the physical design, nothing but backend design. So there we are going to discuss floor planning, arrange the blocks of the netlist on the chip. So whatever we are having in the previous section, that is front-end design, the netlist is arrange the blocks here on the floor planning area. Okay, arrange the blocks of the netlist on the chip and the placement. Decide the location of the cells in a block. So decide the location of the cells in the blocks. Okay, so how can we have to decide? So based on the memory organization, we want to decide. So some of the areas are needed to be to place the particular whatever having the blocks either in netlist, those blocks are placed in a particular area only. Why? Because of to save the memory, organization. Okay, and also to reduce the size of the system also, like that, right? And then after placing, routing, so make the connections between the cells and blocks. So what are the blocks and cells are having, those are placed on the decided location, and then make the connection between those cells and blocks. Okay, and then circuit extraction, determine the resistance and capacitance of the interconnecting. So there is a parasitic capacitance is there. parasitic capacitance, you know that interlayer capacitances. Okay, you have to extract that also. And then post layout simulation. So whatever we are developed here, that is the backend design, it is going to be simulated if it is performing proper or functioning according to our requirement or not. Okay, to check the design still works with the added loads of the interconnected. Okay, if it is okay, then it is to be finished, right? This is the VLSI design flow. And coming to the mask layers, as I told you here, there are four basic layer here: N diffusion, P diffusion, polysilicon, and metal layer. Okay, so here the mask design is aimed at turning a specification into mask for processing silicon to meet their specification. Okay, and here we have seen that mask circuits are performed on four basic layers. There are N diffusion, nothing but N channel, P diffusion, polysilicon gate, and metal. These are the four basic layers, right? So the four basic layers for a stick diagram here. So the metal layer is here like that, a blue color, and this is the color encoding. And next one is NDFI, nothing but green color like that, and PDFI nothing but it is yellow color. The polysilicon is red color, and buried contact is going to be here like this. This is the buried contact guide and contact cut. So this is the contact cut. Okay. So these are the basic layers for stick diagram representation. Okay. So firstly, what is meant by stick diagram? Stick diagram is nothing but it conveying the detailed information of our color encoding. Whatever the layer we are going to be used here, so that will be give the detailed information about the color encoding or monochrome encoding. Okay. So these are the layers here in color representation. Metal layer is blue color, dark blue color, that is a diffusion is a green color, and P diffusion is a yellow color, polysilicon is a red color, buried contact is like this brown color, and contact cut is black color, right? So let us observe this point here. Stick diagrams are a mean of capturing topography and layer information using simple diagrams. And here the stick diagram is conveying layer information through color codes. Convey the layer information through a color codes. Okay, so these are the four basic layers for the stick diagram. So this is for color and monochrome encoding for NMOS. This is very important table here in examination point of view also. So for green color, it is N diffusion. Yes. It is N diffusion or N plus active region. So this is a stick encoding monochrome. Stick encoding means whereas in stick diagram we want to like the layer is like this formation. Okay. Whereas in layout design, layout case, you want to use like this. Okay. Similarly, in red color, it is nothing but polysilicon. Okay. So it is red color, and the representation in layout representation like this. And next one is blue color. It is nothing but metal one. So this is the way we want to use in a stick diagram representation, and in layout diagram it is like this. And black color, it is contact cut. In a stick diagram representation like this, and in layout diagram it is like this. And gray color, it is not applicable in a stick diagram. It is nothing but overglass. Overglass nothing but after completion of chip designing processing, and then it is going to the overglassing. Okay, it is in a layout representation, but it is not applicable in stick diagram. It is nothing but it is a overglass. It is color coding is gray color. Next one, it is NMOS only. It is for NMOS only. What is it? Implantation. Implantation is in a stick diagram like this yellow color, and also the same here it is also, right? And brown color. Okay, here the brown color is nothing but contact cut. Here it is in stick diagram it is like this. In buried contact cut, that is buried contact cut. In layout diagram representation is like this. In stick diagram representation like this. This is nothing but buried contact cut. Okay, so this is the layer information in NMOS coding, NMOS encoding. Next one, future size for NMOS enhancement mode. Here this is the transistor here. Here it is a green color, it is nothing but red color. Okay, when the red color is cross over the diffusion layer, then the transistor area is formed here. So where we want to see here, this is the cross section area. This cross section area nothing but transistor area. Okay, it is having a square type, right? Square type. This area nothing but transistor area. It's nothing but transistor. Okay, so here the layer nothing but n diffusion layer. Then it is saying, then we can say it is a n channel transistor, nothing but NMOS transistor, right? So here this is the source terminal, and this is the drain terminal, and this is the gate terminal. Gate terminal is implemented on polysilicon layer. That's why gate is given at a polysilicon. Similarly, in another direction, it is again here the diffusion layer is vertically and polysilicon layer is in horizontal way. So again the polysilicon layer cross over the diffusion layer. So then this cross section area nothing but transistor area. Okay, this is the transistor area, source, drain, and gate. So here length of the channel and width of the channel, right? And generally we know that in suppose in a rectangle, for example, in a rectangular manner, we want to take length and width like that. Here also we want to take length and width here. So here length is nothing but in horizontal way, width is nothing but, that is nothing but height, it is in vertical manner, right? In future size like this, okay, in symbolic way, and it is in layout diagram representation. So in layout diagram representation, I want to take like this form. Okay, it is the end diffusion and it is the polysilicon, right inclination and left inclination. So this area nothing but transistor area. Okay, this is the area nothing but transistor area. This is the cross section area nothing but transistor area, right? And next one is n type depletion mode device. So as I told you here, so implantation means by using this layer, the device is nothing but it is a depletion mode device. So observe this between these two components here. So here there is no implant, here it is implantation in layer is cover the over this transistor, right, over the cross section area. So here there is no implantation, nothing but it is enhancement mode device. If it is implantation is available here, implanted here, then it is called as depletion mode, right? Again it is source or drain gate, and it is a different another way, another direction it is going to be shown here, source, drain, and gate. Okay, and this is the future mask, it is nothing but layout representation. Okay, so this is the color and monochrome encoding for NMOS. This is a very very important table. Okay, and next case, encoding for a double metal CMOS P well processing, right? Double metal. So up to this, all those things you have to uh, uh, you you seen here, these layers are seen in previous slide, that is nothing but NMOS transistor, NMOS color encoding, right? So green color nothing but it is n plus diffusion layer, it is in layout diagram, it is representing like this, formation is like this, right? And red color it is nothing but polysilicon layer, and the formation is like this. So formation, right, left inclination. And blue color it is nothing but metal one, it is a vertical manner. Okay, the layer representation lines are vertical manner. And black color in stick diagram represented like this, and contact cut is nothing but in the contact cut in stick diagram representation like this, and in layout diagram like this. And hourglass, it is not applicable in stick diagram, it is in like this. Okay, in a layout diagram is gray color. Coming to this P region, P channel, P diffusion region, it is yellow color. Okay, it is a stick diagram representation and in layout diagram representation. And next it is nothing but P plus mask. So here it is also yellow color, but this is the mask here. So this is the P diffusion layer here, right? Here separating this mask here, yellow color, it is not shown in stick diagram, but it is represented in layout diagram. And similarly dark blue or purple color, it is metal layer, so it is available in layout diagram, right? And next one is black color, that is via contact cut, it is represented in a layout diagram like this, right? These are the encoding for double metal CMOS P well process. And Next one is brown color, demarcation line. So demarcation line, nothing but if I want to go with the CMOS transistor, there are two types of devices. Those are nothing but P channel and N channel. So there is a one condition is there. Those P diffusion and N diffusion are those two layers are not connected together. Okay, so that's why we want to separate the P diffusion and N diffusion layer by this layer here is nothing but demarcation line. So the purpose of the demarcation line is nothing but separating the P channel and N channel. So above this demarcation line, we want to represent P channel devices. Below this demarcation line, we want to represent N channel devices. So separating the diffusion and N diffusion and P diffusion, right? So this is the demarcation line. It is brown color. We can represent this like this. Okay. And next one is black color. So here it is one more contact cut. Here it is nothing but VDD connection and VSS connection. Suppose you want to take one CMOS transistor here. So this is an NMOS transistor. This is a PMOS transistor. The gate connected together like this, and the drains are taken like this. And this is the VDD connection, right? And this is the VSS connection, right? VSS connection. Okay. So here these two are the connections here. So here I am giving it as input terminal. Here it is given as output terminal. Okay. So this connection nothing but VDD connection and VSS connection. Okay. So these are nothing but VDD and VSS contact cut. So it is represented in this way. So for layout representation in this formation, I want to cut some portion of this contact cut area here with the combination of metal layer and diffusion layer. There may be a connection here with the black color. Okay, this is the way here for VDD connection, VDD contact cut. And one thing is here it is, and one more thing is VSS. Okay, so it is having like again metal layer and a P diffusion layer like that. Sorry, okay, it is going to be taken here it as another form of contact carried nothing but VSS. Generally here, let us here for VDD connection VDD contact cut. So it is PMOS layer here, PMOS transistor here, nothing but P diffusion. So the P diffusion layer is making contact cut with metal. So here I want to just there is a small mistake here. So the yellow lines are needed to be represented here. The yellow lines are needed to represent here to make the connection here, right? Okay. So the yellow lines are needed here. That is nothing but diffusion region. So then diffusion with the metal, nothing but VD connection. This is the green color. Make a connection with the VSS, that is metal layer. So then it is nothing but VSS contact. So this is the well region. Well region nothing but P well region like that. Okay. I want to show in detail information in layout diagram representation. Okay. Next thing. This is already done this NMOS enhancement mode and NMOS depletion mode in a stick diagram representation and layout representation for future masking stick and symbol and masking layers, right? And coming to the stick diagram, some rules. So when two or more stick of the names, when two or more sticks of the same type. Let us see here. This is a metal layer. This is a metal layer. Those two are the same layers. Cross or touch each other that represent electrical contact. Electrical contact here. And similarly here it is a polysilicon layer. This is a polysilicon layer. Those two are the same type of layer across together. They are making a electrical contact only. Okay. So when two or more stick of different types cross different types. So here nothing but it is a diffusion layer, it is a metal layer. So cross or touch each other, then there is a no electrical contact, right? Then there is a no electrical contact. When we want to make same layer, nothing but there is a connection, there is a electrical contact because of it is entire layer is same layer, metal layer. Okay, so means there is a electrical contact to this direction or to this direction. Okay, there is no need of contact cut because of it is the entire layer is same layer, right? Like this one also. But here coming to here, here it is having two different layers. One is NDFuse layer, other one is metal layer. Okay, there is no contact cut because of there is no electrical connectivity because of those two are different layers. If we want to make there is a electrical contact, then we have to make one contact cut, nothing but like this. Then only there is a electrical contact in between metal and diffusion layer, right? And here it is p diffusion layer and metal layer. So there is no electrical contact in between these two layers because of those two are having different layers. Those are different layers. So that's why there is no connectivity. There is no electrical contact. We want to make the electrical contact, then it is having electrical contact. How we can make the electrical contact? So by using contact cut. So this is the contact cut. By using this contact cut, we make the electrical connectivity in between these two layers, these two different layers, right? Similarly, when a poly cross diffusion, it represents a transistor. Already I told you in a NMOS encoding table diagram here. So when the polysilicon is crossover, the polysilicon crossover the diffusion layer, it represents the transistor. So this area nothing but this is the transistor area, right? This is the transistor area, and this is the transistor area. So here it is a depletion enhancement mode, and this is nothing but depletion mode. How can say it is a depletion mode? It was deployed with the implantation layer. Then only it is nothing but it is a depletion mode transistor. And coming to the PMOS device, when the polysilicon is cross over the PDFE layer, then only I want to say it is the cross section area for transistor. That is nothing but P transistor, right? In CMOS, a demarcation line is drawn to avoid touching of P diffusion with the N diffusion. P diffusion with the N diffusion. All PMOS must lie on one side of the line, and all NMOS will have to be on the other side of this line, right? So this is a demarcation line represented with the brown color. So let us see here, this is a PMOS transistor, this is NMOS transistor. Those two are separated to each other with this demarcation line. So let us see here, all the P transistors are one side of this line and all the NMOS devices are other side of this line. So this is nothing but demarcation line. Demarcation line is separating the P channel and N channel regions, right?